half an onion there. If you notice, I've not cut them up. Have you been good? What have you been doing? Oh, he said it's in a weird freezer. Water, and we suffer horrendously with limescale. It's really bad. It's so bad. Where have you gone, Sandra? She's disappeared again. Where's she gone? Oh, you're there. It's a beautiful night. Where's the moon gone? Right, Borough. We put a video. I put a video up the other night called Borough La Marche, and it was actually filmed about 2.5 years ago, and it's just sat in the bank, for want of a better word. And it was filmed on a very, very warm, hot, sunny day when I used to take Rasha for long walks. And when I filmed it, unbeknown to us, that we would be living literally
not far at all.
Not far at all. So it's not Borough La Marche. It's actually known locally as, what's it known as, Sandra?
Borough.
Borough. It's not Borough La Marche. It's a Borough.
So when I started bell ringing,
hang on a second, we got some lights here.
Went to my local bell ringing tower, and then they said, "Oh, John's come and ring at Borough as well." I said, "Where's Borough?" I said, "Borough." And then I realised they meant Borough La Marche.
So Borough La Marche is actually known locally as a borough, and it's a few minutes literally from where we live. There's so there's a couple of pubs
really
there.
Nice,
yeah, nice Chinese takeaway and everything. But when I did that video, we didn't really know much about Borough, and unbeknown to us at the time that we would actually end up living with Borough being one of our local villages.
When I was first scouting for properties, I did look at a few in Borough.
So obviously we've ended up more in a place called Croft near Wainfleet. But yeah, so I decided to put that video up because, well, you've been sat there for 2.5 years. And then some people commented how sprightly Rasha was walking. So some of you will know Rasha is now
an old lady.
Over 14. So that's why she doesn't go on long walks anymore. Anyway, so that's why we just put that video up of Borough La Marche. It's another day. It's warmed up a bit, although it's a bit grey. So, rush of walk time, and I think Lee's coming shopping with me. We're going to go and do a bit of a freezer shop at Iceland, as well as usual weekly Morrisons shop, to get some quick and easy food for Lee that he can cook up himself if me and Sandra are away, or he wants to feed himself. And then I think I'm going to make some homemade pasta sauce in this video. So you know when you buy jars of pasta sauce, they used to be like 75p or £1 a jar. They're like £2.50 now. All being well, if I remember, I forget time, I'll show you how to make your own pasta sauce for spaghetti or meatballs or whatever, quickly, simply, tasty and affordable. Yeah, and then I've got a bit of a cleaning day today as well. Sandra's in work, so she had a mad tidy off our bedroom over the weekend, so I'm going to go and get that a good cleaning, including the carpet, which has got a lot of dog hair on it, so I'm going to get the squeegee and vacuum and sort that out. Meanwhile, let's finish Rash's little walk So our top field over here, the one near where we live, has just recently been ploughed over. Oh, snowdrops as well. We came in last night in the car, and in the darkness, I said, "Sure, we've got some snowdrops in the garden." So yeah, we've got some snowdrops are all now appearing, and then down on the A52 going towards Skegness, we noticed a load. Our next door neighbour's got a little clump, so that's definitely a sign that spring's round the corner. Right, here we are. Bang on cue. The dog's having a... Yeah, just noticed these little snowdrops. They were just sort of popping up last night. So I got a bit giddy because little rhubarb has a stem. It's just starting to pop up. Back from a walk. Have you been a good girl? Have you been good? What have you been doing? There you go. That's your little treat. I think I put some video up on the bird watcher we were doing. Our little trail cam here. This little feeder here is hammered now, so we can sort of stand in the kitchen, dining room area, and we've got all sorts of birds going on here. Even Lee was like, "Oh look, Dad, there's a bird on there yesterday." So I'm going to go and fill that up and top up some of the other bird food as well. It's coming up now. I've got the washing machine on. Very much a domestic day today.
Going by Little Lee. Is it Little Lee today? Yeah. Little Magic Lee or Tiny Lee? Tiny Magic Little Lee. So we're going to go shopping, but we're going weird shopping. Very, very weird shopping, aren't we? So I was in touch with Killer Dave a couple of weeks ago about items, and he says in Morrisons, he says the item that I was looking for, he said they do sell them. I said, well, I couldn't find the item that I'm looking for, and he said they're in the weird section. I said, what weird section? Killer Dave said there's a weird freezer in Morrisons. So we're going to go looking for the weird freezer that sells apparently weird things. Yeah. Did you know there's a weird freezer? No. Do you believe, Killer Dave, that there is a weird section? Yeah. I'm not too sure. Anyway, what are we going to come back with? Car wash wars. Two hand car washes have actually opened up side by side. Right, Lee's doing a bit of the trolley man today. So one load of Iceland's shopping. Hot dog pizza, Lee. I've never heard of a hot dog pizza. There's a big load of shopping from Iceland to fill the big freezer at home, and next we're going to go down to more reasons to shop at Morrisons, or even more reasons to shop at Morrisons. I've lost my car key. It's a bit embarrassing. I found it. Right, now Lee's put the trolley over. Is he gonna fess up? Is he gonna fess up? Oh, Charlie makes up for all them pounds at the arcade, doesn't it? Right, Morrisons, here we come. Yeah, two car washes, literally side by side. It's car wash wars, isn't it? Which one should we go to? Neither. Right. So we're not looking for wonky apples, Lee. We're not looking for wonky potatoes. We're looking for the weird freezer. Killer Dave, is there a weird freezer in Morrisons in Skegness? I really don't know what a weird freezer. What is a weird freezer, Lee? I have no idea. Right, let's soon find out, won't we? £2.50 for a jar of bolognese sauce. Price of this stuff here. Right. So I'm going to be showing Lee later how to make your own bolognese sauce instead of spending £2.50. You can do it for like a fraction of the price and make it even tastier. And then you can give the verdict whether it was a success or not, can't you? What do you reckon? Right, we need that, but I do need to get some pasta. Morrisons, so I'm trying to not get the copyright music on. And Dave said there's an item I'm looking for. He said it's in a weird freezer. Now, I think I pointed this out before. You see them there, like them little black things there, and there, and there, and there. Can you see them all down there? Do you know what they're all for? What do you think they're for?
So they're now monitoring how long you're staying, looking at that item. You're being monitored here. So if I stand here now for 5 minutes, they're going to go, oh, that's popular, isn't it? Oh, kebab meat, like. Is that the weird freezer? Don't know. Yeah, but they're monitoring you. See down here? So whether, so did you know that when you're shopping, you're being monitored? Right, anyway. So I was saying today that there was an item we have in Manchester that you don't sell in Lincolnshire. And Killer Dave said they do. It's in the weird freezer. You see anything weird yet? You know what we're looking for? No, it's not. I'm on the hunt for the weird freezer. Bacon and cheese wraps. Okay. I don't believe there is. I don't think we've got a weird. I don't believe we've got a weird. I don't believe this exists. So apparently this is the weird. This is the weird section. So they've got the pucker pies. Look there. How do you open that, Lee? Holland's saying kidney puddings. Lee, I can't believe it. It's happened, Lee. Killer Dave, you're right. There really was a weird section that sells steak and kidney puddings tucked away right at the back up here. Look. In with the pucker pies. So if you're in Morrisons and you're looking for steak and kidney puddings, life doesn't get much better, does it, Lee? This is the best moment in my life. And even better, notice they're actually on offer. Right, so there is a weird section in the freezer section in Morrisons. Oh, what a jolly thing, right? Leave the trolley boy. So we found the weird freezer section. Dave, Killer Dave, you were right. You were right. You would find Holland steak and kidney puddings with pucker pies. Absolutely bang on. I take my hat off. Right, let's load up the car and load up. So you see the colour of the car here. You know you're living in Lincolnshire when your car is filthy from all the salt and the mud from all down the back lanes. Right, let's get home. There's the shopping pot away. Water filter. We were watching a news item on the local news. Have I already mentioned this? I can't remember if I've mentioned this. I don't think I have. So where we live in Lincolnshire, we have really hard water and we suffer horrendously with limescale. It's really bad. It's so bad that one of the things we actually did a few months ago when we moved into our new property, because the limescale gets into all your radiators and pipe and heating, you have to have it regularly flushed out, and ours had been for years. I don't think it had a proper flush, so we actually changed. It cost a lot of money every radiator in our property, and the boiler had to be serviced, and then we have to descale the kettle, and there's just limescale everywhere. And on the local news item, it was going on about a village not a million miles away from here, and their water came from a different borehole, to come from underground rather than a reservoir. So back in Manchester, our water was amazingly tasty. It was beautiful water, and it come from the Lake District, from the reservoirs. So here we've got all the lime coming up and all the salt. There is an element that the hard water is good for you because of the amount of calcium in it. Anyway, so this story. So people were complaining, going, "Oh, our limescale it's going through the roof. Everything is covered in limescale," and it was because they changed the borehole, the water source. Anyway, very Anglican Water looking into it. But I pointed out this here. So we're now in the earliest stages of thinking about doing something about this. So on the news item on the local news, a person had commented, you can get your water source coming in, convert it from hard water to soft water. So as far as we can tell, there's 3 ways to do that. There's an electrolysis way where you can buy a gadget what goes onto the cold water into your household. It's a series of wires that go down and it's electrodes. It doesn't turn the water into soft water, but it does get rid of the lime scale. It descales the water. And they're really cheap. They're about £120, £150 to buy. Then the other way you can do it, apparently, is by a filtration and salt system. So back when I used to have my photographic business, the processing machines, they were old pipes. It's a bit like your arteries. And if the calcium buildup was in the pipes, it would cause serious problems circulating chemistry. So we used to put Epsom salts into our photochemistry to make sure that the water was super soft and all the calcium had gone. Anyway, there is a system that can do filters and salts. And then there is another electronic system. They're about £500 and you've got to get them installed and everything as well. So if you suffer from lime scale, are you just putting up with it and living with it? Or have you done anything about it? Anyway, just thought I'd share that. Right, and I've got for dinner here now. Now, is this a Manchester thing? So Lee isn't a fish eater, but he's just had his first ever fish finger butties and he's liked them. So I've got some tartar sauce on here. But do you like fish finger butties with mushy peas? Now that is something else. Right, let's sit down on the table and get some dinner in my belly. So, when you're at the supermarket, if you're like us, we like a spag bowl. Or, as in tonight, we're going to actually have meatballs with a tomato pasta sauce. And you can buy the cheap jars. Everybody does it, don't they? You can get the really cheap stuff. But the branded pasta sauces, I think I showed before, was it £2.50 for a jar? And to make your own is so easy, affordable, and you can customise the taste. So all you need is a tin of cheap chopped tomatoes. You don't need to buy branded tomatoes. You really don't. That's just coming up to the boil. Let me just put that onto just going to put that onto simmer. Then when I'm going down here, and now there's half an onion. I'm going to lob that in. Half an onion there. If you notice, I've not cut them up. So, and I've got 3 cloves of garlic. 1, 2, 3. Right. And if you notice, the garlic was not cut up and the onions weren't sliced, because what we are going to do is I'm going to let this simmer with those in for a good 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm going to let it cool off. It's 2 o'clock, it's way too early for dinner. And I'm going to leave all of this so the taste from the onions and the garlic comes out into the tomato sauce, and then when we're finished we are going to take out the onions and the cloves of garlic. They will be extracted. But what I'm also doing, I'm finally chopping up some mushrooms. So I'm just going to do the mushrooms now, which I'm going to put in. So you've got the garlic and onion, and the mushroom taste is going to be going into that tomato sauce. Let me just slice up these mushrooms. Right, so they're very, very fine, and you could make a lot of sauce. It obviously depends on what you're doing. So it's for me, Lee and Sandra tonight for our tea later. So we could have 2 tins of tomatoes and you could add more in. But what needs to happen now is, in fact, you know, I think I am going to put another tin of tomatoes in here. Just let me just go grab another tin of tomatoes. I'm going to make up quite a big pan of this, just like Mama used to make. This is all that happens in a proper restaurant. They They just make up their own pasta sauces with their own quantities. As I say, I've got a full onion in here, cut in half, and 3 cloves of garlic, sliced mushrooms, so that's all coming up to the boil. Look at this here now. But if you wanted, no harm, let's put some, not too much, but if you didn't like garlic and you like chilli, you can do away with that. If you don't like onion, you can take the onion out and just have the mushroom. So that goes in. So as I say, that's just straightforward. Just some crushed chilies. You don't have to do crushed chilies. You could just put some chili powder in. Anything. We've got loads of herbs. Where's our herbs? Herbs. All the herbs. Any of the herbs from your herb cupboard. And then mixed herbs. So you get a mixed herb pasta sauce. £2.50, £2.80. All it is it's like a tomato puree with this in. Anyway, we're going to put some mixed herbs in, not too much. And then I'm going to let that simmer now for 15 minutes, and then it'll be about 4 o'clock. I'm going to be back in the kitchen. I need to get some meatballs cooking, which I'm going to do in the Kasori air fryer. And get some pasta boiled up as well, and this will all basically get its own little taste now. Let's turn that down a little bit. I'm going to put a bit of salt in, not too much. I'm just going to add a teeny bit of, I'm just going to add a teeny bit of salt. Just then grind some salt in. Taste a little bit better. So, do you make your own pasta sauce, or do you just get it out of a jar? Have you ever tried to make your own pasta sauce? And if you do, have you got any tips for me? How can I improve the taste? So that now, as I say, I'm going to let it go and get the taste from the onions and the garlic and the herbs and chili. Go into the tomatoes, and as I say, we're going to be fishing out the onion. That will come out, and then the 3 cloves of garlic as well. How about that? Right, let's leave that simmering. I've got some emails I need to go and have a look at. This is the trail cam I've got. If I just go to the file here, it says, see the robin? Here he is. Look here. You see him? So robin, that's the thrush here. Robin. Sparrows. Sparrows. Blackbird. Sparrows. Robin. Blackbird. And we've got tits on there. I might at some stage just do a window feeder clip for you. So it's so sweet. So we're in the kitchen here, and you're just here, and then the birds, they're coming to the window. They sit here. So that's the trail cam there we were just looking at. You know, physically just coming right in here. Caught Lee by surprise. He was like, Dad, there's a bird. He's like, apparently back in Manchester, Sandra tried one and nothing came. Well, this is, an abundance of wildlife. Oh, so sometime later. And you can see that. But there's some Swedish meatballs on a bed of spaghetti with that homemade, rather nice pasta sauce. And then you can obviously put some parmesan on there, but what I've actually done tonight, I've got some cheddar cheese and some red Leicester. So I've sort of got a combination of both of the cheeses. So I'm going to put some of that on top as well. Sandra's just got home from school. She says, I need to change my work pants. Those of a certain age And do you remember when you used to get home from school and your mum used to say, oh, your dad, you say, get out of your school uniform? I think that's basically what Sandra's done anyway. Sandra's literally just come in, so we'll get Sandra to have a quick taste and give her verdict. Will it be a thumbs up or will it be a thumbs down? We'll soon find out. That school uniform, you'll wreck it. Put some clothes on. Just pretend to be me mum. Did your mum used to tell you get home from school? Get out of your school uniform.
There's no sign of my parents. They're busy in the shop. We were feral children.
How's it looked after? Right. Sorry, this is homemade. So it's had a good simmer with onion, some fresh garlic in there, some mixed herbs, a little bit of chilli, just a touch. I did put some salt and pepper in as well. But yeah, and then we've got some Swedish meatballs. Look.
Very nice. Thank you.
You know, when you get home from school, Sandra, you have a nice fresh hot meal waiting for you. You've not got a clue how lucky you are to have me. Every day, you're home early today as well.
Well, I'm hoping to go to the gym.
Or the gym. Oh, we've got an interesting product review coming up. It's on its way today. It's actually on its way, so it's coming tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Right. I'm going to go. I've got a bruised thumb as well. I'll explain in a minute to Sandra what happened. Oh, look at that thing. See me blood. Look at that. Do I get any sympathy?
Shall I tell everyone about my workroom that needed a bit of a tidy?
I'll only look because my teeth getting cold.
So, anyway, so the main area where I need to prep my stuff for the classes, etc.
Oh, sorry, I've got some cheesecake as well. That's for me.
Thanks for interrupting. Anyway, because that was so much more important. Anyway, there you go, Neil's cheesecake. Anyways, I've been beaving away over the last few weeks, tidying, and then I've actually unearthed a radiator that I didn't know was there, and it's been really, really cold over winter as well. So I asked the maintenance people, could it be fixed? And they fixed it today, and it's nice and warm up there now. I'm very happy about that.
Marvellous. Well, to keep on that theme about getting warm, why don't you get some nice, hot, fresh food into your belly, and it'll warm your cockles up.
Well, let's do that.
I'm going to. Right, I'm going to finish this vlog off here. So I hope you've enjoyed. Sandra hasn't seen it yet. I'm not going to. Should I tell Sandra what we found? The weird freezer. We found the weird freezer in Morrisons, and what Killer Dave said was going to be there. It was there, and just wait. When you find what I've got, it's going to be the best Mancunian moment of your life.
Did you get my custard?
I did get custard, so hang on a moment. Just hang on a moment.
Ooh.
Hang on a moment.
Nice.
Right, hang on a moment. Right, so I've got cheap custard. So yes, I did find some custard today. And then you put ground coffee. Why are we getting ground coffee when we've got the coffee machine?
Because the coffee machine is for you. When I'm rushing in the morning, I just want a quick and easy.
Right.
Coffee.
So Lee.
But you can put that in the machine as well.
So Lee came out shopping today with me, so he's there, and on the list he said ground coffee. But he didn't tell me there's like 900 varieties. So Lee has chosen the rich Italian ground coffee 3 and a lazy Sunday ground coffee 3.
Lee has
and
good taste.
it's got the little dooblies on the side of it. And I said to Lee, I said, what you didn't say what you wanted.
Well, I'm very happy with that choice, thank you, Lee. You can put ground coffee in that as well.
Coffee beans. Right, anyway. At that point, I'm not going to put these onto the worktop here, onto the oven because it's hot. We're going to finish the vlog off here. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you have done, give the video a great big whopping big thumbs up. Would be marvellous. If you've not already done so, you can subscribe down there below if you're not already a subscriber. And yeah, all being well, tomorrow, a new day and a new vlog. Bye bye everyone. See you. Hello? Anybody there? Hello? Hello?
Your tea's getting cold.